Mwah.
I didn't. Oh fuck! I didn't change that away from being rainbow. I changed the other ones. I keep forgetting to do that one. Not that I love that it's still a rainbow, but it's a symbol of my forgetfulness, and as such frustrates me. Damn my weakness! I'm a fool! I'm a damn fool! By the way, do you guys want to know a fun fact about today, as in August 8th? Heckin' August 8th, the day that we're celebrating him getting fucking getting his puppy. You want to know what's special about today? You want to know?
It's almost my birthday.
It's Lekazad's birthday.
Oh, shit! You put his birthday so close to mine, you monster. Lexi.
Yeah?
Lexi.
Uh-huh.
You want to play with a dog?
Okay, but like, as like a fox or like as a person?
Whatever you want.
I already play with it as a fox, so I'm gonna be a person for a little bit.
Let's play with a dog. All right.
Okay. Hi, Myra.
Lexi, roll me animal handling.
If you have any inspiration, now's the time to use it.
I don't, and I also have a 0 in animal handling.
I have to say,
no.
I love that you use the inspiration you got from Nat19, not towards the tournament.
Oh no!
Oh,
of course not. This is more important than the tournament.
Confused by the nature of the fact that when it sniffs you, it recognizes the scent of the fox from earlier, but you are clearly not the fox. It seems cautious to play with you.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Mini Myra. We'll just let's go for a walk. We'll just kick her out.
Like she instantly turns into a fox when you say the word book.
There's something
trigger
wrong with
word.
the air.
Yeah.
I'll go. Yeah, I can go for a walk. Sure.
Perfect.
Lexi, do you want me to bring one of the sticks from the room?
Bark, 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 bark.
Yes. Okay. I go get one of the
You see, I
Oh, yeah?
fox people.
Do you?
So I understand that she does not want the stick.
stops halfway to room.
Doesn't even call it Kitsaria. I speak fox people. Racist.
It certainly would be a shame. We have so many of them.
The others, the others head out for a walk.
Before that, I yell out in the house, Mary Miss Lyra, you want to go for a walk with a dog?
He's only asking the females. It's true. What you up to, bitch?
You're trying to build that harem.
Listen.
Why else would you have a dog? This dog?
Yeah.
I just love dogs.
She goes to pick up the dog, and whenever she does, the dog disappears in her arms. There is a brief moment of the dog simply not being around, of Myra having disappeared, and then you guys hear these two very tiny yips coming from up above you.
Oh.
Through the roof.
Oh.
Oh no! Logan!
Myra! I run and get him.
It leaps off of the roof. It goes to the edge, wiggles its back a little bit, wiggles its butt, and it leaps off in the way that a kitten trying unsuccessfully to jump off a table does, where its legs go out, and it just plummets immediately with no forward momentum, and just as it's about to hit the ground, it teleports and reappears in your arms.
Ha! You're gonna give me a heart attack, Myra.
Oh, Myra, you're so talented.
So pretty. Oh, really, Myra.
You're not supposed to give me a heart attack. You're supposed to give the wild animals we're gonna hunt together heart attacks.
Oh, that's what we're doing, all right.
Not now. I'm gonna train to do that.
Oh, okay.
Now, let's go for a walk. I'm gonna make a makeshift leash out of a rope.
Oh my god.
Put a leash on the blink dog.
Yeah.
Roll me again. I know I'm getting a lot of these. Roll me animal handling again.
Do
Okay.
it.
I'm out of inspiration now.
Oh, no!
You tie the rope around its neck, and as you do, it squints its eyes for a second, and it teleports 1 foot to the right out of the rope.
So cute.
Beyond that, you head into town, you meet with Legum. Unless you have anything very specific that you want to address when you get there, then we can say that you arrive and you pick up your shield, which seems to be modeled after your old one, but has a lot more intricate patterns carved into it, and it feels a bit heavier when you pick it up, but not so much that it's causing you any trouble. It just seems weighted differently. Heckin', I'm gonna throw that into your inventory. Shoink, +2 shield.
Fantastic
Or
work
plus
as
one
always.
shield, plus
Legum.
1 shield, not +2 shield.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I was just gonna take it.
Fantastic work as always, Legum.
Unfortunately, this is the last thing I'm gonna be able to make for a while.
I'll be sure to show it off tomorrow with the armor you made as well.
When you say that, he pats his left shoulder, the same place where his emblem/face is carved into your regular armor.
I'll be watching.
There's going to be some very powerful people there, I'm sure. But I'll try my best to give a good showing.
He nods to you for the first time in a while. Well, ever for you, really. You see, after he gives you the shield, he goes over to his bench, which is in the middle of a little courtyard that he has all his tools and equipment scattered around. He sits down, and for the very first time, you see Legum seem to take a deep breath and breathe out as if he's taking a second to relax and not immediately getting up to work.
I guess you have been having to be overworked lately, huh?
Making modifications to the Glass Crown Arena, and making equipment for those that are going to be part of it. I've been busy. I have been commanded to rest.
Who was that commanded you?
My employer, Merchant Lord Lilywind Halo.
I guess that makes sense. She was the one who manages the blacksmiths, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to have a good rest before tomorrow. Will you be watching?
I will. I'm suspending my work during the tournament. I will be performing modifications and repairs to all of the things that I built for them to use in the festivities, so I won't have time to make weapons or armor. So if you need anything, you'll have to go elsewhere.
I think that with this, I should be fine. Kind of
I
past the
should
shield.
think so. That is a veritable wall of steel. You are no longer a simple man.
You see his muscles tense up.
You are a fortress. Between that and the armor I provided you, an impenetrable stronghold with feet.
Never have I heard a more accurate assessment of this man.
We will definitely see just how far that will take me. Thank you, my friend. I don't know if you would know anything, but do you know anything of either her or the High Lord's connection with, the Sir Vincent Belliquist?
That rat? No. Beyond their business, as merchant lords of the city, I don't believe they have any kind of relationship.
I have a bad feeling about that man. Whenever we were out, I saw some interesting assortments of wood and carpentry sent out to a now destroyed mine. And when I was there, I learned of some interesting things. I think I'm going to be trying to speak with him.
Heckin', so we get back about noon. We can say that you guys on your walk, if you'll probably have spent a couple hours out.
I'm gonna be looking for stuff.
What do you,
I'm gonna
okay.
look for a stick and a thing for the new puppy.
Roll me investigation.
Possibly
Okay.
another stick.
Possibly another
Unfortunately, you
stick.
find no sticks. You do
No.
you do find a potion of greater healing. That's
Yeah,
useless.
right.
Toss it on the ground.
Useless.
Oh,
Yes!
Lord.
Yo!
I find gold.
While you
Oh my
are
God.
out, while you're out and you're traveling around, you stumble onto what you can only imagine to be one of the camps that Blister and Fume were using whenever they were watching you guys. But most of everything has been dismantled. But as you sniff around, you find this particular small length of rope. You pick it up just to tug it to see if it goes anywhere, and as you do, Myra blinks in front of you, looks at you for a second, bites the other half of it, and then starts pulling on it, trying to get it away from you. It pulls on it, and though it is a tiny blink dog, it is still a little doggy. It pulls on it, and after a second, you pull back against it as well. You both let out these playful little growls. Then you see a fierce look come into Myra's eyes, and for a second, your eyes go wide a little bit as you see a killer emerge from this dog. It plants its tiny, stubby feet and flips you up over it and onto your back behind it using the rope.
That's my boy!
Dog's kicking my ass!
Oh, what a good boy! I like scruff her out, like I do a little just like pick it up and just scruff its head a little bit.
Just like on my back, like.
The killer disappears and returns to being the yippy puppy.
Good boy. That's the spirit. We'll tap into that energy when you're older.
It teleports back over to you, Lexi, and as you're flipping back on your side, it pokes you with one of its paws, like trying to see if you're okay.
Or orc.
It as you growl at it, it lays down on the ground, puts its head down, and puts its paws up on top of its nose.
Oh. I'm gonna like nuzzle it with my snoot.
Aw.
Like bug.
It stops being sad after a second. This
Lexi
is the
scared
most
the
fun I've
puppy. We
ever
have to
had in
fucking-
D&D. I love this dog. Good job,
Same.
Spencer. This is my favorite thing I've ever done.
Yay!
All right, everyone else,
Scared a dog.
leave. We're doing dog walk
We're
RP
doing
from
dog
now
game.
Hell yeah!
Dog game.
Dog game.
on. Oh, I hope it doesn't die ever.
Same.
Shut up!
That's why
oh
I'm
my
keeping
God.
it out of like anything
Fucking
until it's
Bogan.
older, and then
Only
it's
had
just used
Myra
for
on
Then
hunting.
it'll
Okay.
die.
Yeah.
I
No,
heard
then we're
Everything around
hunting
me.
I
deer.
heard some
Myra.
goblins were
Kill
coming to the
everyone in
house.
this room.
It's just one goblin, Myra, but I learned how to cast demiplane. So you hide in here, okay? This is for you. You hide in here and we'll deal with the one goblin. I'll come get you afterwards.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Hell yeah.
What are you doing?
Resting?
Cool.
What
Long
are you
night.
doing? What are you doing?
Bothering someone who looks hungover. What's up?
Once I got the violin back, I got to speak with my, benefactors for the first time. I never really told you guys about it, but you remember how I told you that I was given that violin by a couple of angels?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was also the only means that I had to talk to them.
Oh, it's a double-edged sword.
So
I can
I
see why you
used
wanted
it.
it back so bad.
So I used it, and I conjured them up last night, and we got a little bit carried away. They're pretty fun for angels.
So wait a second, Logan. While me and Kitty were partying in his room, 2 doors down, she was partying with 2 angels.
She was, in fact.
Shit!
Hell yeah!
This is some
A
cool
woman after my own
angels.
heart.
It's just like, Kitty, can you hear more music?
I haven't seen Cadriel and Pashian in quite some time, and it was very nice to connect with them again. So now I'm just recovering from that.
This is gonna be uncouth, but like, are they hot?
Well, I guess that depends. For most people, I'd say that they're probably not what you're interested in, but,
She looks at you and like looks at your tail just whip lightly behind you.
I'm not really sure what sort you're interested in.
I shrug.
Are you into birds?
The fact that I have to think about it means maybe.
Do you know what a kinara? Do you know what a kinara is?
No.
It's a sort of, it's a type of celestial that's, they're like half bird. Like, they got the upper half of like, a guy, but they have these very large, beautiful wings. And they've got very long bird-like legs, and they got, like, the bird butt plume.
Well, that's not a no.
But they are both very hunky, and they are both very fun to hang out with.
Alright, I'm gonna have probably
both-
a mismatched image to what they actually look like in my head until I ever see them. But that sounds fun.
So what are your plans for today, Mariam?
Stare at the ceiling. Bother you. Nothing. I have no plans. I'm just kind of seeing where the day takes me.
She like slumps farther, sprawling out more on the table, just burying her head in it.
You could never be a bother to me, Miriam.
What if I tried really hard?
The sun, on the other hand.
She puts her hand up, and you see her snap her fingers to a very short beat, and the shutters that are on the front of the house all close. The rest of you guys, assuming that this effectively continues on in this manner.
It's gonna be very lazy.
Yeah.
Hey, who shut the shutters?
We're back!
Open up.
Oh!
As soon as you
It's
open the
very
door,
nice
she
in
like...
here.
As soon as you open the door, because she's like, her left side is facing towards the door, Miriam, you see her take the eye patch, which you just now notice is on her forehead, and you notice her other eye is completely fine. You notice her move it down onto her eye so that the sun on that side's not in it.
I love her! Dude, I'm like just imagining you guys chilling in the quiet and the door fucking bursts open and we're all so loud and you guys are just like, oh god!
We're back! Oh, it's so nice in here.
Oh, you guys back too? We're back.
Oh, we came back at the same time. Okay.
Oh. Does he do that cat thing? He does
Turkey's
that
here.
panic cat thing? Knocks over entire table.
I wanted to speak with the two of you about something. And from what I just heard from Aristo, I don't have a lot of time to do it.
Oh, yes, of course. What do you need to talk about?
Dad.
Ah,
He looks to Kitty as he says that. We said back a while ago, whenever we were with the Esper, and at the time, everything was going on, and everyone had already had everything happen, and fate of the world or whatever, and it got pushed back, and back again, and by the time I was ready to talk about it, we were attacked here, and we brought people down to this room, and the two of you were not in any state to talk to. I'm speaking, of course, about that night whenever I said that I was the cause of my father's death. A fact of which I still believe. But he looked over to Aristo. You also said that you were the cause of his death, as did you, Kid.
yes.
And even if I do take that as... Even if I do consider myself to still be there, that doesn't erase what I heard. That doesn't erase the fact that the two of you are right, and I believe that you also had a hand in it. Both of which out of your control, from what I understand, but very much is the case. And I wanted to say, I've been finding it hard to think about it. You two are important to me, very much so. And I wanted to apologize for thinking horribly of you.
No need.
Because whenever I think about what you said, I can't help but get angry.
Understandably so. You have nothing to apologize for.
I wanted to make sure to bring this up because I've been avoiding talking to you about it, Kitty, and last night you seemed odd, and Aristo, I've been avoiding mentioning it at all to you as well, and thinking badly of you and avoiding you. I don't want to do that to either of you.
Can't say I want that either. Though I really can't blame you. I may not have done it personally, but it was my mistakes that set it in motion. I'm just as responsible.
Kitty, what actually happened? I understand Aristo, but how do you blame yourself?
I was in the city during the attack. Riverwind was mostly in flames, and I had taken shelter in one of the larger buildings. It was part of a library. I was killing time before whatever festivities were going to kick off for the evening. We'd barricaded ourselves in, but we were mostly surrounded. After you set off with your attack, Lucent and most of his forces came to protect us. Specifically, by the time he showed up, Bilgog and everyone had already breached the room, and Lucent could have retreated if it wasn't for us. If it wasn't for me. Get behind my shield.
He looks at his new shield. Thank you for telling me. We'll all have to somewhat live with thinking it was us. I suppose the two of you, I just want you to know, I don't blame either of you. And upon hearing the two of you, I'm trying not to blame myself.
I blame
Although I had a
Bilgog,
more active role in it.
if you were to ask me.
Yes, the entire encounter was still that Bilgog. I just wanted you both to know. I don't think I'll ever stop blaming myself. But I will try to forgive myself. Because I want to forgive the both of you as well. I don't regret meeting either of you. No matter what brought us together, the two of you are very important to me. Thank you. And then I wish to draw them both into a hug.
Ah!
I take out my 2 daggers and stab them in the back.
Nice, get him.
I kill them both!
I just wanted you to know that I forgive you.
Yeah, man.
I just break both their necks. Guys, you wouldn't understand what happened. They were
So
trying
go
to
to
swing
the
from
next
the hook.
world knowing that I will only remember the fondest memories we had.
I
That'd
go
be
up,
cool
I
with
just
the
like
evil
have
twin
blood on my hands
timeline.
like, all right, I murdered them for murdering my father. Let's not talk about that anymore.
Well, that's fair. That makes
Didn't I
sense.
tell you before? A valor belt always repays their debts.
Looks at the camera. That's right. We're that kind of family. You knew what this was.
Also, while we're in a jokey mood for a second, I just want to say when you were talking about like the bird people and you said the bottom half was a bird, my instant thought was of some sort of bird centaur where it's got like the entire body of a bird, the human body coming out of its neck, and I was momentarily so upset by that image.
So you guys could freely look this up, but just I've already described it, but that's a Kinara.
Oh, okay.
They
That's
still wanna-
better
do
than
they-
what
do
my
they-
brain did.
Do they still want to rub butt?
Who knows, man?
I certainly do not.
What they do with their sexy cloacas.
Oh, God.
Sexy cloacas.
Aaron, how kitty
I've been slayed in 2 words. Here lies Brett Brederson.
Aaron,
Sexy
how
Slain
cloacas.
by sexy cloaca.
I've been thinking about something, and it's not. It's more of like a theory. And I'm like looking at Raleigh.
He's like starting to get worried, like, why are you looking at me? Oh god. Did I kill someone
Breathe.
else's dad?
A theory? Looks at Raleigh. Raleigh slowly but keeps eye contact, reaching for the dagger part of his cane.
And what
Game
theory would
theory?
that be, Lexi?
I'm all ear.
Go ahead.
God damn it, Izzy.
I'm all
Like, I got a limited time. I gotta get all these out of my system.
So okay, I've been thinking about this ever since Argo said a thing. When me and Kevin used to go on missions for Contebile, one of the places that he liked to take us was like the tundras and Sermon Way, and he would kind of like go off on his own, and he would like leave us to just kind of hang out, and I didn't really like know where he went until he decided that we weren't gonna go there anymore, and he was just all like, I'm done with her, I'm done with that cold woman, and I was like, okay, I guess he was gonna go see a woman or whatever. Argo, when we were like talking to him, he said a thing about the Crystal Queen kind of hanging out in the tundras of Sermon Way, and I talked to Miriam about how she had a big old blood pool in like her like mansion and stuff, and like, do you see where I'm going with this?
Eyes like slowly getting wider. You don't mean to suggest what I think you're suggesting.
If you think what I'm suggesting is that the Crystal Queen might be your mum, yeah. But I don't have like any proof or anything. It's just like a thought, and I thought that maybe everybody
You
should know.
Recedes into fetal position.
Oh. Fenris will like be petting Raleigh's head and say, "Do not mention that anywhere near Argo or Tantia. They don't worry
This
about
is also
it.
why I
It's
waited
fine."
until now to tell you guys. I don't want to say anything while we were in the mines in case somebody like overheard it, because I feel like if it's true, it's kind of a big deal.
I mean, it's not like a for sure thing.
No, it's just a thought.
Certainly a few things seem to line up, and wouldn't be at all surprising if some sort of vampire queen had a blood pool.
Sucks that your mom wants to kill you.
Fenris is
I
like
get the
fully
feeling.
like petting Raleigh's head while glaring at Miriam like, "Can't you see he's already distressed?"
He knew she was wanting to kill him before I said.
Listen, I am aware of that, Miriam, but you do not need to be putting him through a little bit of a psychological thing right before the tournament.
No, we need to reinforce this. This is something important. He should know that he can't just be like, "Ah, mummy dearest, I've returned."
Wait! I have an idea.
Did you think he was going to do that?
How are you feeling, Raleigh? You okay?
Yeah, are you good? Still petting his head.
It's just,
Are you good?
it's a lot. It's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Yo, sorry we broke your mom's bed.
Oh,
Not the time.
Vogan is rolling on the floor.
That was
laughing
the
with
perfect
Logan.
time, Fenris. I got Lexi, and that is a first for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
My mom looked me in a mirror and tried to drain my soul.
I mean,
Yeah,
you'd think that she would know. Yeah, you'd think that she would know.
Well, I told this to Quintus earlier, but yes, this is as good a time as any to talk with the rest of you about it. I intend to take a bit of a leave of absence for a time. I can't help feeling that I should follow the lead that vision gave me, and I'm going to see the ruins of the Mithril Dive.
Do you need help packing?
Fucking. When were you thinking about going? Like after the tournament? Because like we could all go. We could help you after the tournament.
I was actually intending to leave tonight.
Fenris moves. She's just holding Raleigh's head in her arms. It's like a hug, but for his head. She's just like leaning over him.
Is his head on your chest? Is he getting some of that good boob window right now?
I don't know.
That's a yes.
That is where the
Yes.
that is where the
Yes.
chest
Yes.
is. So
Hold on. I'm
Yeah,
doing
how
the
that
motion
works.
right now. I think so.
I'm sorry. I know this is terrible timing. I
The
just
cleric
feel
of time it is. It certainly is.
I'm sorry. I don't want to inconvenience any of you.
No inconvenience whatsoever.
Good. Thank you for
Logan,
being
some
so
decorum
understanding,
for
Vogan.
once.
No problem. Anything for you, buddy.
Oh,
I really appreciate how close we've gone
You
over
need
the
to,
past
like-
few months.
Kiss or fight? One or the other. I'm not sure which.
there's a lot of tension here. Oh, no. Hold on, I have a handkerchief. Offers. Pulls out a boot window. Yes, here you go.
Perfect.
Here,
Takes it
take my sweaty boob handkerchief.
Hey, girls don't sweat. No, that's not true.
Just say, shut the fuck up.
Like half elves don't pee.
Handkerchief.
You all have a lot of important work to do with this meeting and the tournament. It's too big an opportunity to pass up. And honestly, it's probably better if I stay in the shadows when I can. So I'll take care of this myself. See what I can find out. Yes, Yes, I didn't want to leave without saying goodbye to you all.
Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, Vogan.
Hey, Vogan, do I hear your dog barking on the roof?
No, he's right here. I have it. I look into my arm, just like, ah, crap.
Vogan, in case I don't see you for a while, there's something I've been meaning to say. Hello!
What a good inside joke.
What a terrible time
must
for
have
an
been-
inside joke, but I'm
Yeah.
proud of you.
Must be some Strikeland thing.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
He'll say goodbye to each of you. Yeah, as he's going out.
Does he try to hug Vogan?
He does not try to hug Vogan,
Damn it!
Good. That's very good.
but he does like kind of clap him on the shoulder and say like, "I'm not very good at this, but for what it's worth, I do apologize for."
Finally!
Nothing's good.
Oh my god, that's what I've been waiting for, you idiot! And then he'll fucking clasp your hand like, fucking idiot!
Oh.
Jesus Christ!
But like, just to be clear, can we still like snipe at each other? Cause I
Of course we can, you fucking moron!
Oh, I love that.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Is that like another hobgoblin or?
Now get the fuck out of here!
And he walks off into the sunset.
Oh,
what I've been
and then
waiting for.
burns to death.
The sun.
I knew that would happen. That's why I told him to get the fuck out.
Anyway, let's get to this damn party.
You guys arrive at the edge of the Platinum District at the gates that lead into it around 5. As you approach it, you actually see there's a commotion going on at the gates. Not anything huge, but you see several of the guards appear to be arguing with someone. As you approach, you can loudly hear like, "For the last time, you can't come in unless you have proof that you live here." And you just hear this very dry,
I mean, so what do you do if somebody forgets their proof inside? I left my badge inside. I could go get it if you want me to, but you'll have to let me through.
"Do you think I'm an idiot?" As you guys approach, you see there is a young-looking man arguing with the
Baxter,
guards.
you can't get in.
You see this boy arguing with those at the gate.
That's not Baxter.
Oh my god!
That's the guy from that movie.
That is
He's
the new love of my
beautiful.
life. Who are you?
I was already knowing it, Brad, as soon as I heard his voice, and then you did this to me, Logan.
I'm gonna be real. I thought it was Briar, so I didn't think anything of it.
If I have to tell you one more time to leave, then you are going to be going to the stockade. You understand me?
I mean, I get what you're saying, yeah. But I don't know what to tell you. Am I just permanently evicted from my home? 'Cause I forgot a badge?
We have actual guests to attend to. Get out of here.
Actual, he turns.
Oh. No, actually, I'm with them. Hey! Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
Aristo!
He rushes up towards you guys.
We finally found you, Aristo.
Yeah.
He has a
so
moment of
What? Yeah, that's right. And these guys, hey, I'm just trying to get back to the house, guys. And these fine guards won't let me in because I don't have the proper identification. And I mean, we've been through here.
he like wraps his arms around you guys.
We've been through here so many times, it's weird they don't even recognize us.
They've been here maybe 3 times. We only
That's a lot-
recognize
that's a
them
lot,
because
right?
they've been to see the merchant lords.
If you help me out here, I'd really appreciate it.
Just like puts he has his arm around Miriam. It's just like,
I really need to get in there. I'd really appreciate an assist. I'm trying to. Whoa, your skin's red. I've heard. Called the Platinum District. I can only assume they must have.
puts his hands out as if his answer should be obvious.
People in there are loaded, right?
Fenris
You're
just
cute, kid.
squints at him. Are you planning to rob people in the Platinum District?
No. I'm looking to. I
I'm
just wanna have
insight
a look
checking that.
around.
Can I insight check that?
Go ahead.
You really?
Yo, like, really? Come on.
I've drawn my own conclusions.
Yes,
Whatever, he doesn't seem to think he's
Glad
lying.
he's not talking to me.
I just want to have a look around, see how the other side lives.
Yeah.
I suppose curiosity shouldn't be shunned at every point.
No.
Okay.
Hey,
Getting mixed signals from you guys.
what's your actual name?
My actual name?
Yeah,
My name's Flint. What's your name, Mr.
Logan.
Vogan? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just a bit sunburned. Now,
Oh.
I can't in good conscience let you into there.
I'm gonna get my platinum back.
I mean, if you're looking for platinum, man, then, well, you got no problem going in there. It's probably why you got so much of it. Not that I would know how much of it you have. What?
Did you steal from him?
Who?
Did you steal from our friend?
I heard Steel and Kitty.
Yeah, we're not gonna
No one
help
said
you if
kitty.
you're gonna steal from us.
Okay. You got me.
He moves his hand, he flicks it, and you see 2 platinum coins appear in it.
I've been down on my luck lately, and I
We
came
all
into
have.
town hoping to make some money, and it's not going super well for me. I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have taken advantage of people who were willing to hear me out.
He hands you back the 2 platinum.
I take the 2 and I lean in real close, like centimeters away from his face, and I'll cup one hand on the side and like, you keep the other 2. Good hustle, kid.
Ooh, bitch.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. You still gonna help me with this?
No, I don't think we will.
No, I don't think we can. You stole from us. I'm sorry.
I mean,
We almost ostracized one of our friends for stealing from us.
It's true, and we don't even know you, so
yeah, you do. I'm Flint.
that doesn't really mean anything.
Flintwick.
I
A
mean,
stranger's just a friend you haven't made yet.
So we're here to get into the Platinum District. I go over toward the.
Right,
toward the
you
guard.
all can go in, not him.
Thank you
You
very
know,
much,
boys, I
John.
heard there was actually a recent escape from a medical institution across the way, so keep an eye on this guy. He might be a little.
That is distinctly uncalled for.
That's so mean.
My.
I'm just making sure the peace in the city stays.
He points 2 fingers at you, ending his sentence loose. Like, that's uncalled for, Avis.
Wow.
You guys, as you like go through the gates, you just hear him behind. Just be like,
See you later,
You guys
Flint.
are such tricksters. They do this to me all the time. They think it's hilarious.
Wow.
You know, I bet one of them hid my badge.
there's no badges, you idiot.
We'll see you guys around, I guess. When you come out.
Oh, I haven't laughed like that in ages. Oh,
The amount that he is going to be in the tournament and kick one of our asses. Like, oh goddamn.
Sam!
Lord Morian. I am to take that as I can be as crass as I wish with the information that I have.
I would
Correct?
appreciate it.
I believe that there is a traitor in your midst.
I would imagine there are many.
Did you guys
One of the lords of this place. I do not have any proof, but I was told on good authority, as well as having many things point off toward them. I wish to investigate it further, but without proof, it is very hard for me to bring it in front of you.
With my time on the throne coming to an end, I had suspected many of the merchant lords would be making moves to take my seat. However, you may be surprised to find that though each one is able to put their own name or the name of someone they wish to suggest as the new High Lord forward, very few have actually done so. Edric,
There was also another name dropped, and this I am more happy to put forward. Has the High Lord ever heard of anything called the Talons of Azarul?
the Talons of Azarul. Well,
Apparently they were people that Murkwire was working for.
He looks to his daughter, who she shrugs. Not as far as we know.
They seem to be somewhat secretive, from what we could tell. It was the first we'd heard of them as well. Again, it's hard to bring any of these things up to you without any proof, but those are the two things we're looking into currently. And once we get those looked into, I'd love to return home, but we will wait until those are been dealt with, I believe.
Argo raises his hand up, pointing it just as if addressing the room. Actually, the king had some things that... The High Lord, I keep saying king. He looks over to him. It's like that in most places, you know? He said that he had some stuff that he wanted us to do afterwards. But none of it sounds like it's related to this. That's correct. I had some requests I was going to make of you once I stepped down from the throne, or at least after the tournament. But if this issue of a traitor among us could be solved by the time I step down, I don't see how there would be any conflicts.
I'm hoping to look into it during the tournament.
Initially, I had planned to leave the throne after the tournament was over, but given some unrest in the city, I believe I'm going to be moving the actual announcement and the election back somewhat. Luckily, I choose my own terms, so I'm able to move that back as much as I wish to. If you truly want to investigate the merchant lords, and you think there might be one among them who's a traitor, then perhaps some additional time for investigation could be arranged. Keep us updated, I suppose. If it becomes evident you need help, then we'll come running. Does a very small little, fist through the air motion, but very unenthusiastically.
No.
The main issue is that we need more people to get the drop on them. So we wouldn't mind some company if you guys want to help us.
Oh, but I heard that you usually take missions that are extremely dangerous and that most people would shy away from.
I'm in.
And you heard right. You'll probably end up dead if you help us.
She points the drumstick over towards Fenris.
Is that too much of a challenge for you?
I'm certainly not scared of a couple of necromancers.
The highest standard will not shy away from
She-
anything.
Keeps looking at you, takes the chicken, takes a bite out of it.
Damn.
I reach over to a chicken near me and get a drumstick as well.
She's trying. Get it, girl.
What Dante is
It's
trying to
definitely
say
much more
is we
polite.
actually lack the manpower to do this. He nudges her from the side. We were gonna actually come and ask you. We're, using the tournament as a bit of a type of cover for us.
You wish
You
to do it
see-
during the tournament.
Yeah, it's the only time we think we can. This particular cult stays really well informed about who's chasing them, and we've tracked them down to a couple of locations, but if we just went after them normally, we're fairly certain that they would just pack up and leave. So, we've entered the tournament and made a whole lot of noise about it, so that they think that we're incredibly preoccupied. Our plan is to go straight from the festivities to trying to take them down one of these nights. We're actually thinking the second day of the competition.
This chili is amazing. It's very spicy.
Isn't it,
The
though?
strawberries are so good.
Yeah.
A lover of spicy food, then.
Bogan!
I prefer things hot when I can.
I actually haven't partaken of that yet. He motions his hand over to one of the servants who goes to get some and brings him some. He tries it. Absolutely is. That's going to be very sad saying goodbye to the help here. Everybody that works at the Skyward Estate is so very professional. Looks out to the guards around the room. Yes, I also mean you. You're all doing a wonderful job.
Oh my god, it's in-game Logan! He likes spicy food. He's an
Yo,
old come on,
right?
it's in-game
He's a
Logan.
dragon.
He's a dragon.
He's an old man.
Which
I am a
means
dragon.
he's
It's
blazing! Blazing as your crow.
He's
Hello.
wearing that heckin' blue waistcoat, so I'm saying.
As I've been known to do.
It's Azure.
Yes,
So,
Guys, Logan's the sapphire dragon.
That's true.
That's true. That's fair.
That's his self-insert.
Yeah.
Vogan,
Yeah.
you can feel free to take down your hood if you wish to.
beaming.
But I'm horribly scarred.
Everybody in this room will be sworn to secrecy regarding the topic, and I had already been informed of some suspicious characters that had entered the city, including a particular hobgoblin. One who has gone against the grain and done much good for the city since coming here. I could never judge such a person for the color
who's
of
that?
their skin.
Who might that be?
Furthermore,
Stop mask.
we have an acquaintance in common I would like to speak to you about.
He'll slowly pull down the hood and the mask.
Oh fuck! It's
Try
a
the chili,
hobgoblin!
Logan.
Holy shit!
Merchant Lord Agravane told me that when you escaped from the castle of someone that we shall choose to not speak of, if that's fine,
Nods.
that you escaped with a particular elf. One who goes by the name Elmira Elmonda.
Yeah.
I was wondering if she was still present.
Why?
I tried to find
If I may
her.
ask.
Because I thought that perhaps it would be fitting if she was invited back to her ancestral home. You may not know this about her, but the Platinum District and everything it represents was built by her father.
Yo, I'm starving. I gotta get some food.
I'm out of chili.
Eat some of these strawberries, Fogan.
we
Jeez.
prepared a lot of food, and then I wanted just this chili. Can we get more of this?
The
I was
chicken's
afraid to
great.
eat.
Everybody starts running around like, more chili, more chili!
Uh,
I take
Hi,
strawberries.
Lord, more chili!
Yeah.
yeah, I just have a pile of strawberries that I didn't realize are on my.
Yeah, I've been shifting them over to her.
Thank you.
Getting a nice steak. Like a really nice steak. That'd be really good.
Oh, that sounds good as well. Get him a nice steak and also me a nice steak, please.
Get him a nice steak and get me a better steak. Like,
Every time any of you orders something, he seems to notice it and just very quickly is like, that does look very good. I would also like one of that, please.
You know,
I've got the appetite of a dragon.
the bread is
I
very
can't
good
wait
as
till
well.
it turns out it's not him.
Possibly
Right, yeah.
famous.
It's gonna be Lilywind.
It's gonna be Edrigan because he's Ed Dragon.
It was right there the whole time.
After a moment, or after a bit of socializing with you guys as the sun begins to go down, Argo and Tantia both stand, and as the sky begins to turn a wonderful golden red, they both walk out to the balcony, the wind sweeping their hair dramatically as they do. You hear them briefly talking to one another. Both of them, by the way, came dressed entirely casually. They are both in their regular armor, as I
Damn it,
as I
Aristo.
assume you would not
Yes, same.
expect.
We're overdressed.
I am dressed exactly how I want to be dressed.
Hey, this was great, but the night is our domain. We gotta rest up for the tournament, and also take the fight to everything that goes bump in the night. So we're gonna take off. Well, he looks to Tantia. I am anyways. When I heard that we were coming here, there's something I just couldn't resist doing. He hops back onto the edge of the balcony, 8 stories up. Sorry if this is disrespectful or whatever.
Do it.
I'll be seeing you guys. He snaps his fingers and his wings come out, and he allows himself to fall backwards off the balcony. And you guys briefly catch him soaring out over the Platinum District, out back into the into the Common District.
One of
that's
the
cool.
guards from below
He's
sees
really
it, shoots
cool.
a cannon. Shoots a cannon that has a bola strapped to it, wraps around him, he falls.
Oh crap!
You do catch as he does so a very brief exchange of a guard moving up to High Lord Morian and being like, "Sir," and he puts his hand up. Tell them not to, and quickly.
wow.
He certainly knows how to make an exit.
You just see fucking Ballista go everywhere after him.
I'm gonna try that. I run over. No.
Oh, cool! The balcony gives you wings. He jumps off.
Tantia,
I'm not sure Fenris will like approach Tantia, but she'll take a moment to just heckin' clock that Tantia's outside and like, wow, her hair. That's a lot of wind. Attractive, damn it. Not out loud, but very clocks that and it's like, oh.
After a bit, she does turn and leans back against the railing on the balcony. She does briefly catch you looking at her. Gives you a very large, what may have been discreet for other people, she wears on her sleeve. You see her give a very large, cocky grin as she notices you looking at her, and then she moves her head and looks back out towards the sunset, but leaning back against the rail, so she's just looking at it over her shoulder.
I don't know what that means. Turns to Miriam. What does that mean? What's that smile supposed to mean?
I don't want to go ask.
Oh.
You weirdo.
Clutches imaginary pearls. I might take psychic damage from that.
No weirdo.
You've never been this shy before. What's up with you?
Believe me, I know.
Yeah, I do know. You threw me on a bed and we nearly got kicked out.
That was different. I had no questions of how you'd react to that.
That was different. I had no actual
Do you
attraction
think
to
she'll
you.
say no? I can go ask if you want. I know
No,
the answer's not no.
She'll put a finger out at that. I will be right back.
Fenris,
You
Fenris, love, honey, if that's not a sure thing, I've never seen one.
I just don't want to disappoint any illusions about me, but I understand what you're saying.
What illusions could she hold about anybody?
I told her I'd be cool!
She punched you in the
Now
face when you met. You are being cool as far as the average person is concerned.
Alright, fine. I wish not to speak of this any longer.
What's happening?
I'm
what's going on over
nothing,
here?
Lexi.
All right.
I'm leaving.
I want you to go over there.
Uh-huh.
I want you to look her in the eye, and I
Yeah.
want you to make a show of this.
Oh, you're talking to
It's gonna
her.
be great. I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration.
Aw.
Aw. It's for Fenris to flirt with Tantia? Oh, okay.
You're more overdressed than I thought you'd be.
I was a parting gift for a friend to wear the attire he made me.
Parting gift?
Do you remember the vampire I was traveling with?
Yeah, he's the reason that we had our eye on you from the beginning.
He's returning to Grey Rock to investigate some goings-on there that relate to a few things about his past.
Oh, I see.
He's hoping to find himself there.
You sure he's not just scared off by Iocane suddenly showing up? I imagine undead creatures must just get a feeling about us at this point.
No,
I can
we're
only imagine.
Damn.
I think it was smart of him to vacate with you guys around. Not that I think you guys would attack him.
As long as
Wasn't
he's
a
one
bad
of your
idea on
friends,
his
no?
part.
Well, I'm gonna go join Argo. I'm getting a bit antsy thinking about the fact that he might be out there cracking skulls without me.
Yeah, better catch up with him.
But hey, here's hoping that things become more obvious to you in the future.
And she very lightly moves towards you and kisses you on the cheek.
Okay, I'm good. That's one. That is me. They seem clearer by the minute.
She smiles aggressively, clearly very happy to have flustered you, despite the point of that being to have supposedly helped you. And she takes off, stretching her arms behind her as she does.
Hi, Lord! I'm taking off! I've got to go protect your city from what lurks below.
I see. Well, it's a pain to see you go so soon.
Same.
Keep up the good work and all that.
Go ahead, Aaron.
I'm gonna jump up on the railing and be like, yeah, maybe let them know not to murder me too, but this is gonna be fun.
Miriam, what are you doing?
He sees you do that, he calls the guard over.
Could you please tell the archers that when they see a demon soaring above our city, they should stand down?
Sir?
Miriam.
Just tell them, please.
You wanna come?
What are you doing?
I'm jumping.
But you'll die.
I want to go!
Yeah, if you don't take her, I'll go. No, I'm playing.
Alright, go once,
Is that an open offer? Can I go?
twice.
I'm going!
No, stop.
I step back off the edge,
I go with him.
Kitty!
I feel like I could walk on air, but not like that.
See you later, High Lord.
Are they dead?
Right.
I put
Are
the
you guys-
mask and the hood on again.
Are you guys fucking jumping? What in the hell is
Featherfall, I see.
happening? Oh my god!
I was getting ready. I'm like letting you do what you want, but it was like, you know that if you cast fly, you can only target. Okay. Well, I hope we don't I hope we don't goldfish anyone here.
Yo, that's what it felt like.
Well, me and Lexi are taking the boring way. We're taking the fucking elevator.
Yeah, I'm
Come
taking
on,
the
girl.
elevator as well.
All right.
Come on, guys.
So
Awkwardly
Lexi,
trying to
Vogan,
curtsy
and
in her
Miriam
fucking
jump?
dress.
Are
I'm
you
not
jumping?
jumping. I was worried. No, I wasn't jumping. I didn't
Okay,
know
so
what I was
just
doing.
mean Vogan.
Miriam and
Yeah.
Vogan, they jump. You guys jump. You cast Featherfall on the way down. You play music, so people on different floors will catch a brief glimpse of several notes rapidly falling down the windows beside them. As you guys get close to the ground, you cast Featherfall, and when you guys come close to the ground, you suddenly stop as if caught by a large cushion, and you float the remaining 60 feet down at that point, landing on the ground. You see outside your home a torch in the distance, and as you get closer, you see the person carrying the torch is Lyra. Seems to be outside, and she seems to
I
be
see a dog on the roof.
The dog is with her. The dog is beside her.
Okay, good.
And she seems to be looking at the door to your manor. As you guys approach, you get close enough to realize that she seems to be inspecting something on the front door. She's, at this point, she looks like at some point she got into at least her armor and has her weapons with her, even if she doesn't seem totally prepared to go out. And as you get close enough, you see her turn to the lot of you.
I understand this probably isn't the absolute best time that this could have come up, but there's something that you should be made aware of.
She, walks to you guys briefly.
I was spending the day relaxing, same with Mary Mist, and at the very end of it there, we heard a noise, and we came down not too long ago.
She leads you guys to the door of your manor.
Do you find this concerning at all?
She puts the torch towards the door, and you guys see what appears to be painted. It is carved into the door and then filled in with what looks like thick blood. There is what appears to be a marking that looks like a rather ferocious-looking spider, the bottom of which gives way to look like a skull, as if the...
It's the fucking drow. Man!
As you do, you feel, as you touch it, and you pull your hand back, at first you don't really feel anything from it. It seems slightly more viscous than blood would be, and you can tell from the smell that it's not blood. After a moment of touching it, you feel your hand begin to go numb, and you feel briefly woozy.
Kitty!
Like poison?
You don't. It does resemble... It feels like you've been lightly poisoned, but not with a high enough dosage just from coming into contact with it that it takes any major effect. After a second, you shake it off, and you come to. It leaves a very small stain as it seeps into your fingers, on your fingertips, but you flick your hand a bit, and most of it seems to come off.
Does this perhaps
Gross.
look like the drow poison that we obtained while we were down in the Underdark?
Do you guys still have any?
I think I still have some. One sec.
Do I have any?
Yeah, I still have some. Can compare it.
As you
Yeah,
take it.
Lexi, can you possibly retrieve that?
I'd like you to do that. I would like everybody to also roll me a wisdom check for the purposes of memory.
Oh.
Hiya!
Oh, Fenris!
Shit!
Hey, I didn't do bad.
I did.
So
roll.
Vogan, as she takes it out and as Lyra raises the torch to be basically a little bit between but above you taking out a vial of drow poison, and the way the light catches both of them, you recognize that yes, this is refracting light and looks to be the exact same consistency as the drow poison you picked up. And Vogan, as you look at it, you become, you squint at it, and it was hard to make out anything because the Underdark was so dark. But you do pick up on having remembered seeing this before, and it wasn't on the drow that you guys fought. It was specifically on the robes of Castell, the noble among them that was leading them. that you guys killed and pushed into
Murder-fied.
the water underneath. As you look at it, you remember seeing that printed largely on the shoulder of his cloak when he was fighting you.
Oh yeah, this is the symbol that drow guy that we fought. He had that symbol on his shoulder or whatever.
You think it's the drow?
The fiend.
I know it's the drow.
Raleigh.
As you guys stand, the torch briefly, the light from it being caught on the red liquid, causing it to light up as if it's glowing, and catching the liquid in the vial you're holding up. As you guys consider the implications of what this is, of how they may
Can we
have
just have a
harmed you.
tournament?
Like, come on, man.
And we pan out, moving up to a beautiful starry night above you that is, heckin' currently there is a half moon in the sky, and we fade out from there, and that's where we're going to stop this week's game. And we'll see you guys next week / on Thursday. Thanks for joining us.
Goodbye, you
You guys are loved and appreciated.